What's going on? I'm back with another tip. This one is about pricing. I wrote this before many of times, and I probably have said it many of times to many of you if I spoke to you in person or over the phone and you have a personal service. So this applies opposed to pricing. This applies to personal service. The most important thing to do when you're thinking about what you should be pricing your services at is never ever compete on price. And what I mean by that, there's always going to be somebody cheaper than you, unless you're the cheapest. There's always going to be somebody more expensive than you, unless you're the most expensive. So 99.99999 whatever percent of everybody that's providing the service that you're providing is somewhere between the cheapest and the most expensive. So here's give you two main tips on how you will never is a strong word, how you will have the least amount of competition at your price point, whatever your price point is for your personal service. One, be customer service centered. You'll be amazed of how many service providers start with their needs first. You start with your customers' needs. Figure out what your customers want. Figure out what they need. Figure out what makes them happy. That's going to take some research. It's going to take some asking questions. Then two, go above and beyond what the customer expects from you. So what that means, right? So say, I'm not gonna give you the lawyer tips because y'all ain't competing with me. So what that means is you have to do something that they don't expect you to do, and that's valuable for them. So again, put the customer first. So for example, so we're going out of the personal. So in the products business, it's a little bit different because products are greatly attached to some emotional value versus tangible value. So for example, there's no reason why Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Hermes, or whatever your high-end brand of choice should be able to charge a $5,000 markup on a pocketbook or bag, right? The only reason they are able to do that is because they have tapped into some type of emotional connection with their buyer. So a buyer is going to buy a bag that maybe costs $10 to make for $3,000 because that LV logo or the GG logo means something in their head that the brand that the brand built up and have constantly marketed and branded and advertised. Whatever, it's usually a lifestyle. So whatever that lifestyle conveys to the buyer, and the buyer get that dopamine fix when they buy it, they wear it, they become attached to what they think that brand means to other people. And usually they're right. That's why they buy it. But so that's different when you're pricing with products. I think it's a little bit harder to be the most valuable product. No, it's not hard. It's just you just got to figure it out. So, but for the service people, my service providers, just be the most valuable person at your price point. If you can, be the most valuable person dollar for dollar, period. And that's going to take a little bit more work.